An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. Stafford. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams.
Back deep, Khalif Raymond. It's taken to the 26. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return, and the Lions will take over.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
St. Brown in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And some room to run now. And he gets this one to midfield before he's run down. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
In motion right, that's Williams.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
35 yards.
And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Well, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Stafford.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on the receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Goff now to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Goff.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8.
Now Stafford.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now it's Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
2nd and 7. A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kyron Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A quick throw, but incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
At the 19-yard line.
Gibbs on the toss left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Williams, the man in motion left. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now it's Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Sam Laporta from 3 yards out. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's Stafford. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
Again, it's Stafford.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, the great coaches said football's a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. And it'll be intercepted.
It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll keep it on the ground again here. They find some open field here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
To throw is Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Let's just call it, as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10.
Value three. DC.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Sam Laporta, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Stafford. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
43-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and putting the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Stafford now to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, 29 yards. And the Rams take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And fighting down inside the 25. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Goff now looks to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Again, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. 2nd and 12. To throw is Stafford. Caught left side, Williams. Stopped short of the 25, and that second effort got him a couple extra. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Stafford. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Marcus Davenport now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. The offense on third down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Goff. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On the keeper, here's Goff. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we go. Gibbs gets popped, and he loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Stafford. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Now it's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua from 17 yards out. And the Rams have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground to about the 33-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here's 2nd down. Now Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Able to get this to Patrick. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Now it's Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now Goff. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity.